This is the Ryder and Lisa podcast.
Big weekend in the box office, probably the biggest since Barbenheimer. Remember that double up weekend? They're calling this one Glicked because it's Gladiator 2 and Wicked that both open up this weekend in the theater. I just checked the timing on them, and this might make sense if you're in a similar situation to me and have a daughter that would really want to go to Wicked, and I don't want to go and hear other people sing in the movie theater personally. So I would prefer to go to Gladiator 2, but both the movies are within 12 minutes lengthwise of each other. So really, you could probably pull it off. Drop the kid off at Wicked and then dip into Gladiator, and then you're both exiting it around the same time. Just a thought. Something we like to do around here on Fridays is rid ourselves of any negativity early in the show, and then for the rest of the day, it's nothing but good vibes. But we're going to get specific today and do airplane, or I guess just travel in general complaints. What is your biggest tick-off in that situation? It sounds like American Airlines is introducing a new technology, and it's really popular with primary testing. It shames passengers from boarding flights out of turn. So I think there's a big screen right beside where you would walk onto the plane. And if you scan your ticket and you're not in the section that's boarding the plane in that moment, it'll like red light flash and send you to the back of the line. And I'm personally here for it because that would be on the list for me. Coming up after 7 o'clock, my daughter's going to join and do a little co-hosting. She just popped in real quick here, though. Well, she's waiting for her hot chocolate to brew.
Hi.
In the kitchen. Quick, what is your biggest annoyance with air travel? Then you can go get your hot chocolate.
Slow walkers.
Slow walkers at the airport?
Yeah, I hate slow walkers.
Especially, I guess, when you're like in a pinch for time, wondering if you're not going to get to your gate in time. The ones that annoy me the most is the handhold slow walkers. Because it's kind of tough to get around them. You definitely can't go through them, or else you're playing, what's that game? Red Rover. Unintentional Red Rover. All right. Teresa hit us up and said the toilets on airplanes scare me. Thank you for that. Brady says, hey, Ryder, I'm a pretty big dude, around 6'4", and my biggest annoyance when it comes to air travel is the leg room. Doesn't even look possible when I'm scooching in. That would be very frustrating. I mean, he's 6'4", I'm only 6'3", so it's not that big a deal, but it would be daunting trying to get into some of those seats. And Sam says, the attitude you get from some of the employees when you check your luggage, even when you're doing everything right. Terrific text on this so far. Get it off your chest. What bothers you about air travel? Wrapping this up with Lindsay, he says, people who bathe in their strong cologne or perfume would be one. And number two would be people who bring Subway or something similar with onions on the plane to eat. It really is the Subway onions. I love them. But they are, I don't know where they get them from. A stink farm. And I'm pretty sure A&W gets the same onions from the same place. Because if somebody walked into that plane with a teen burger, that's all you'd smell. Big announcement from the federal government. It looks like they're hooking a lot of people up with cash. $250 rebate checks for nearly 20 million Canadians. Anybody who earned $150,000 or less last year going to be eligible for one of them checks. And also, they're cutting GST on a bunch of stuff. Restaurant meals, beer and wine, children's clothing, Christmas trees. Like, if there was not an election in the near future, this announcement would have never came, right? This is definitely them just trying to buy some votes. And, like, it's almost too obvious. Throwing in, like, Christmas trees in the mix. Yep, no GST on that. Vote for us. I do feel bad for some of the people involved in this situation, especially the like bookkeeping, accountants. Think of the nightmare it would be for a retail store to have to go through all of their items that are GST free or that had GST, make them GST free, and then a couple months later you're switching back and it's only certain items in the store. Like, I bet there's some people that are not thrilled at this. I mean, I am. $250, I'll take it. It's Play 107. Definitely thought the song was over there. Sorry, Tegan or Sarah. All right, let's do this. Welcoming my 12-year-old to the studio. She is filling in for Lisa, who will be back on Monday, and giving you the opportunity to ask a 12-year-old anything. You ready to go?
What's up, my mammals?
Laura says, what's a gift that'll definitely go over well with my teenage daughter?
Okay, so I have a couple, makeup and skincare, mainly from Sephora. UGG, especially the Tasmans.
Okay. Is that the slip-on Uggs?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they're nice.
Yeah,
I like
they are.
those. And you were saying Lululemon,
Yeah.
too. That's big budget stuff.
Yeah.
What about something a little bit smaller?
Oh, there's not much when it comes to teenage girls.
Okay, here we go. Setting the bar high. Matt says, hey, Charlie, my daughter's having a big birthday sleepover this weekend, and I really want the kids to think I'm a cool dad. Any tips?
Probably just leave them alone and give them snacks.
Okay, what if he wants to, seem like a fun dad, though? Could he dress up in, a superhero costume?
No.
I kind of relate with Matt. I want to be the cool dad, too, so not trying, that's boring. Then they just be like, yeah, your dad didn't say anything to us.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
Garbage. Luke says, this is a heavy one. What's the hardest thing about being a kid these days?
Probably watching our environment crumble and not knowing where it's going to be in 20 years when we're adults. Just seeing nobody do anything about it.
It would be nice if everybody did a bit more then.
Yeah.
All right.
Go pick up some garbage, everyone.
Brenda says, do you think kids are on their phones too much?
Yes. I feel like a lot of parents are also on their phones a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Even not just for work and stuff. One time you told me to get off my phone, look over, you're watching TikToks.
Okay, you're getting a little bit too real this morning. So we're doing another round of Ask a 12-Year-Old. Both Kaylee and Jeremy want to know how you handle peer pressure. So think about that one for a second. We'll get to that in a minute. But we'll go with some lighthearted ones first. Lucy wants to know where your favorite place is in the world.
Italy, we went this summer and it was just gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Especially this little town on the coast called Rio Maggiore. It was where the Disney movie Luca, part of where it was based off of, and it looked exactly like the movie. It was just stunning.
It was cool. I wish there was a beach there and we didn't have to climb down all those crazy rocks to go swimming.
But the water was so clean and I loved it.
I didn't like that you were faster getting down the rocks than me. That's when I realized I was old. That was the moment where I'm like, oh no.
I looked back and I just saw you standing with your head down, almost starting to cry, and I was like, what is going on? So that's why.
That's why I wish there was a beach. Reed says, do you think it's okay to play songs with swear words when your kid is around you?
Yeah, I feel like my mom with my brothers, she always plays music with swear words for them. They usually just don't sing the parts with swear words, or sometimes they'll forget and Cade will just scream out the F word. But
okay,
I feel like it's fine because if they know not to say swear words in front of other people and in public, it should be good.
Okay, especially grandparents, right?
Yeah.
You got to make sure that you respect them and don't swear around them. I've introduced you to a lot of hip hop with a lot of swear words in it.
Yeah.
And we've always been cool.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you let it fly and I'm not ready for it, but all right, let's get into this peer pressure one. Kaylee and Jeremy want to know.
I usually just back away or hang out with different people, or I play the Uno reverse card, and instead of them being you want a vape, I'm like, you want a salad? You want to go do some yoga?
Oh, so you reverse it with healthy options.
Yeah.
Power move. I like it.
It's Ryder and Lisa's 1K Wordplay. Brought to you by Out of Bounds Restaurant.
We are joined by Texter 107. Nicole's in the house. First time getting through for Ryder and Lisa's 1K Wordplay. So we've got my 12-year-old filling in for Lisa today. She's going to be your teammate. So I'll get you to leave the room right now, Char.
Okay. Bye.
So here's how it works. I'm going to give you 5 words. You tell me the first word that comes to mind for each. You got a 25-second timer that you're dealing with. And then we're going to invite Charley back in, who hasn't heard any of your answers. She'll play the same game for every answer that matches. $25. Hit them all and it's $1,000. Are you ready to rip?
I'm ready.
All right. Your first word, Nicole, is helmet.
Bicycle.
Steak.
Dinner.
Exit.
Enter.
Table.
Chair.
Slide.
Swings.
Let's get Charley back in here.
How'd she do?
She did great.
Hey.
If you catch his own here, we could give away big money.
Ooh, okay.
You love this game, hey?
Yes.
And you're a little disappointed that legally you're not allowed to play because you're related with
Yeah.
me. Right? Yeah, sorry about that. How about whatever you get today, I'll just pay you.
So if I get $1,000, you'll give me $1,000?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Amazing.
Okay, we gotta do this. Are you really?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my gosh.
I just wanted to add an element of pressure.
Okay.
So the management's still going to be paying you, Nicole, and I'll be
Okay.
paying Charlie, okay?
Okay.
Okay. We're both getting 1,000.
Yeah, we are.
What is the first word that comes to mind when I say table?
Chair. Yes! Sorry for anybody in their car with their volume up. I may have just broken your eardrums.
Yeah, maybe back off the mic a bit if you're
Yeah.
yelling. What is the first word that comes to mind when I say exit?
Leave.
That's a
No!
good answer. That's a good answer. Enter. She went with the opposite. Exit and enter.
Oh.
What is the first word that comes to mind when I say helmet?
Bike.
Yeah.
Okay, might be getting $100.
Yeah.
Steak.
I'm gonna go with the first one that came to my head. I'm gonna go with my gut. Knife.
Ooh, good answer. No, she went with dinner.
Oh.
And for $75, what's the first word that comes to mind when I say slide?
Water.
Ooh, okay. No, she went with swings.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Nicole.
That's okay.
I feel like you guys both had great answers, though. If they would have lined up, I mean, $1,000. Thanks for playing, Nicole. Next chance to play is on Monday morning at 7:50. Bravo, I owe you $50.
Thank you.
We're going to do another round of Ask a 12-year-old, almost 13.
You know it.
Do you and your friends think the 13th birthday is like one of the big dogs?
Yeah, I feel like 13 and 16 are like some of the biggest ones.
Yeah.
20's probably pretty big. 40, you would know something about that.
Yes,
You're
I would.
pretty old.
Thank you. You Gen Zers probably think you invented the fact that 13 and 16 are big birthdays. We've been celebrating those as the big ones for decades. Just like to let you know that.
What did you do for your 13th birthday?
Probably made out with some chicks.
Oh.
Lindsay hit us up and said there was no social media in my day. Charlie, do you think social media is good or bad these days for kids?
I feel like it can be really good to learn about like what's going on in our world because some kids don't know what's going on in the world. But I also think that it can be really bad because you're just spending your entire life on your phone.
Yeah, I remember thinking the other day, the people I like following the best on social media probably don't spend a lot of time on social media other than like posting what they've done or whatever. But I don't think you get that interesting from just being on social media. You got to go out and live. That's how you get interesting.
Yeah.
There's one guy I follow that's in the bush and people will be like, "Can you make a axe out of a rock?" And he'll be like, "Yeah." And then he just does it, and it's so interesting. And
Oh.
that guy did not spend a lot of time doom scrolling. He was not a screenager, you know? Erica says, what is your favorite thing about your dad? Ooh, good question, Erica.
Yeah, he was really smiling when he said that. I like that he's always funny and he can make me laugh even in serious situations, which sometimes is not good, but he can always make me laugh. And I like that he's bald, so I always have something to pick on him for, and I can have a free drum anytime I want to drum on something. Bum, 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 bum.
Good answer. Remember when you used to come in all the time and record songs when you were little?
Yeah.
Check it out.
Her grasp of the English language isn't the best. She's 4 years old, putting you to the test. Mini Pop.
You ready? This is from when you were 4 years old.
Okay.
Rapping like a G.
As I walk through a valley or a shadow of death, a kicker looked at my life, and we were ever nothing. I've been breathing and laughing so long, and even my mama sings that my mind is gone. But I never crossed a man, I didn't deserve it. Maybe treated like a punk, I know that's unheard of. You better watch how you're talking and how you're walking. Are you and your homie like blind and chalk? I very hate to trip, and I gotta low as I quote. I see myself in a pistol smoke. Fool, I'm a kind of G. Homies wanna be like on my knees in the night, saying prayer in a street light. Been spending most their lives living in the insert paradise.
The Ryder and Lisa Podcast. Play 107.